Hello, precious souls. Welcome to a twin flame journey. I'm Aura, and this is a podcast on twin flames. For more videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. An unexpected meeting has been released. Follow along as Aura tells the story of a twin flame journey. So let's get into this episode. Are you suddenly thinking about your twin flame? So while sometimes our excessive thinking about our twin flame can be very atrocious and incredibly overwhelming, so don't worry, but because this phase will end, but if you have gone through a spiritual ascension or awakening and you suddenly find yourself randomly thinking about them, this is what it could mean. So first, excessively thinking about losing your twin flame or feeling really down is a normal feeling to have. But after a while, what begins to sort of happen is internally you end up separating your physical self from this type of emotion, and you begin embracing the wholeness of you, but also that your twin flame is part of that. So there isn't really this idea or belief that there's another you. There's just simply you. So after a huge dark night of the soul, a realization that it isn't about your journey, and also that it isn't about a physical flesh when it comes to your twin flame, but there's this realization that you're at peace and while you're balancing your energies within. But then you also come across randomly thinking about your twin flame. To the same sense that you're not holding on the same way anymore. You're rather just letting go, because once again, it isn't about a physical connection. This is a spiritual connection to yourself, because your twin flame is the catalyst of your spiritual journey. So what if you are suddenly thinking about your twin flame out of the blue, out of nowhere? And this is one of the signs of pure telepathic communication. But pay attention to how you feel when you are thinking about them. Do you feel peace? Do you feel utter pain? Are you happy, sad, tears of joy, angry, bitter? All of these emotions are going to tell you something very specific internally. And you may even see their name everywhere, perhaps even their birthday as well. But you especially will see their name everywhere. And this also occurs as you are coming closer to a soul mission realization, which does happen as you are spiritually developing. And I will talk about soul missions a lot more on my content as well. But going back to this episode, thinking about your twin flame in a random way, a moment, and it's lightheartedly, where there's no attachment, there's no emotional attachment. This is your sign that this is light at the other end of the tunnel, believe it or not, especially when it comes to this journey. So this is why a lot of the other twin flame gurus will tell you holding on does a lot more damage than letting go, is basically the message that they're saying. But when it comes to this connection, you're meant to sort of let it go. And I don't mean while you are still emotionally attached or hanging on to the previous conversations between you and your twin flame that were very negative. Maybe they rejected the connection. No, you have actually let that go. You aren't holding on to the physical any longer. You aren't worried about how your twin flame is responding in the physical anymore, because once again, we're talking about you, right? So what does it matter how they respond to the connection in the physical? especially when you are dealing with a genuine twin flame connection. So, out of nowhere, thinking about your twin flame and not feeling the same as you did before, not that excessive thinking, that obsessive thinking, where you cannot get them out of your mind, and there's so much attachment to the outcome of the connection. But when you have let go, when you have completely detached, and suddenly there they are, that's just when you know. That is when you know that absolutely nothing can break this connection, this bond. And it is a bond that cannot be broken, because why on earth would you want to sever a tie from yourself? So don't look for the physical validation of them thinking about you as well. Just let go and embrace. So, I hope that this episode assisted many of you out there. Until next time, I'm Aura, and this is A Twin Flame Journey.